Okay, so I believe we are live. So welcome, and this is only my second live stream, and I'm trying to learn all this technology. I am Melissa Diane, and today what we are doing is we are completely restocking my walk-in pantry. Yesterday, I completely disassembled it. I have a video that I'm doing working on that, and I've cleaned everything, put some of the shelving back, and now I'm starting to put everything else back. So it's going to take us a good long while to get this completely restocked. So I thought I would try my live streaming. Now you're going to see me sometimes looking over here because I have my iPad over here and I am still trying to figure out all of this technology and trying to see if my live stream is actually working or not. So when I go over here, I'm looking and I'm just trying to figure out. It looks like it is. Yay. Yay, y'all. I'm so sorry. Just please be patient. And it looks like it is working. So it says we are live and great. So if I click on it, I'm just curious to see. Yay. Oh my. This is so cool. Y'all, look at this. When you look at it, you can see the live stream. So anyway, yay. So I'm glad that it is working. Okay. Oh my, this is so cool. Y'all, look at this. When you look at it, okay, you can see the live stream. So anyway. Okay, I'm turning this off so that it's not in our way. And we're going to get to the kitchen. So thank you all so very much. Okay, so here we go. What I have done so far and is I have a nut bar over here. So I've gotten all my nuts over here. But really, y'all, what I'm working on now, I'll bring the camera around so you can see. I've got some challenges. One of my challenges is that I have got all these beans and rice, and normally they're in this corner, and I just don't want to put them back down there. I'd like to put them over here, but then that gets into the pasta section. And I don't want to mess up my pasta section. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and put in what I know I really, really want. Jay loves to come and get his different snacks. I'm going to put that closer this time. This is some breakfast items right here. So I think we're going to go ahead and we're just going to hit the canned goods because we know for sure where those are going. So I'm going to run into the kitchen. I'm going to get some canned goods and I'm going to move the camera over here so you can actually see more of what I'm talking about. So here we go. I'm going to go down. Here we are. And this is what I'm now going to be working on right here. We're going to be working on, I think, this section and this section up here. So, all right, let me get some items here in the kitchen. Oh, you know what I'm going to do? Let me show you this. Hang on. Watch this. I'm going to show you where everything is. So when I say, hey, I'm going to the kitchen, you know what I'm talking about. Look at this. This is all of the food here. And then over here, we've got pastas and all of that stuff. And then way over here, this over here, these are all of the canned goods. So yay. All right, so let's go back in here. And let's put this on. Here we go. Okay, so let me go get the canned goods and I'll talk to you while I am doing this. And I'm really glad. I have no idea if a single soul is watching, but it's nice just to be talking to someone while you're doing this because it gets kind of lonely in the pantry. The pups will be in here in a little bit, Ace and Heidi, because they love camera when I'm filming my videos. So right now what I'm doing is I'm getting all of the tomatoes, those types of canned goods. I think that's what we're going to start with over here. Okay, so let me bring this in and let me see where I'm going to put it. I think I'm just going to have to sit it down here, y'all. Okay, Let me reach over here and grab a couple more. Okay, so I think that, there, I think you can see what I'm doing now. So this has normally down here been the tomatoes, I believe. And way up under here, I usually put my broth because I like to be able to get to that pretty quickly also. So let's go ahead. We're going to do tomatoes here. And then, yeah, this is beans, this is soups, and then we've got green beans and corn. Okay, so let's get started. Let's get these up here. And what these are fire roasted tomatoes. And y'all, I don't know if you've ever used fire roasted tomatoes or not, but I absolutely love them. They're fantastic. We've got some stewed tomatoes. And usually I have this thing completely packed, but I have been trying to eat it down, eat this pantry down. I went through yesterday, and on the video I'll be posting, you'll see that I have I've posted a video showing the disassembling of this pantry, and then how I went through and cleaned it, and then how I went through and I've checked expirations on every one of these cans and just kind of wrote on top so I don't have to use a magnifying glass all the time. But I think that's good. We've got our tomatoes, we've got our rotel, so now let's get more cans. And I took pictures of what this pantry looked like when I started, in case I can't remember, but I think I remember. I've been using it for over 2 years. So we've got a few more tomatoes there. Here's a couple more things that are tomatoes. And now I'm over here getting corn and green beans. So let's get corn and green beans, and we'll take all those in there. But okay, so we're doing pretty good. I wish I had like a rolly tray. I was going to go out to the hangar. Jay's got an airplane hangar, and I was going to go out there and get them, but I decided that nope, we'll just use what we've got. This is a whomper size. This is a humongous can of tomatoes, and I need to use this. It is still good, but I don't know why I got it. I think what happened was I do curbside a lot. I don't know if you use curbside at your grocery store, but our local H-E-B, I do curbside a lot. And sometimes I pick the wrong size. Okay, we got some diced chilies here. Those are great in recipes. And this thing, this is a Texas ranch casserole. Y'all, this is so good. I need to use it. I need to use this. So I'm gonna sit it actually up here on the corner. So I may want to put some more things here. So now over here, let me get up. I ought to have on knee pads. Over here, I have got, I think over here is where I'm going to put my corn. But I'm trying to think if I use corn more or if I do green beans and stuff more. So for right now, I'm just going to put these right here, because I may make a change on something. Let me get a few more of those. I may switch up where I've been putting all my beans, because I don't use beans as much as my veggies. So I may just switch it up. Let's get some more corn. Let's get all the corn in there. Corn. Oh, this goes up high. My sweetened condensed milk and stuff goes up high. So let's do corn, green beans. There's a few more green beans over here. Let's get those in there. And then let's, the thing is, y'all, we have got to eat up so much tuna fish. I've got a lot of tuna fish, so I'm going to take that in there too. Oops, I dropped a tuna fish. So we are going to have to do some changing up of what we've got, because I was telling Jay last night, I said, Jay, we have got a lot of tuna fish that we need to eat this year. This is January of 26. I said, we've got to eat a lot, because if not, it's going to go bad. And I don't want that to happen. So let's scoot this right here. let's do some thinking, people, on how I might do this different. Okay. Up here, I've got cans also. So let me think. I'm going to scoot this back just a little, and let's think a second about where I'm now going to put all these different things. I believe, since I do have that tuna fish, I might do, I got that for pastas. Look over here. I've got an extra thing like this that I may put somewhere. I'm trying to think. I think that I'm going to put that up here, and I think that's where all this tuna fish and stuff like that is going to go. I'm going to stack it all up there. So yay, I don't have to worry with that right now. I think that's going to be the plan. So I think I'll just take that and I'll stick it here. Oh, where can I put it for right now? I think for right now, let me just move it. That's a lot of tuna fish. Look at this. That's not even all of it, y'all. I think, here's some tuna fish. There's more. I even got more in the other one. But I think we've got our corn in here. I think I'm going to, tomatoes, I think I'm going to put the corn up here. Corn and green beans up here. Or I could do the soups up there. Let me think. I think I'll do the beans down there. I think I'll do corn and green beans and things like that up here. I just don't have as much as I normally do, so that's okay because we're trying to use it up. So I'll put corn, usually I put corn on the left. We've got corn here, got green beans here. I think we've got more than that on corns and green beans. Let's go look. I'm hoping that if there is anybody watching this today, or whenever you watch it on a replay, I'm hoping that what this will do is it'll give you some ideas when you are working in your kitchen and in your pantry. Because when I did this pantry, it was a good long while ago now, probably actually originally we moved in about 3 years ago. I filmed the video you'll see, if you go look on my channel, the video you'll see is actually about only 2 years ago. But it was really hard putting it together. And so I've learned a lot. So I'm trying to think I will do that over there. And I think I'll put actually the soups on the bottom because I don't use the soups as much. Especially right now, we are doing, believe it or not, we are doing, let me see if you can see that, it's January. So Jay and I are like, you know what, we need to be dieting a little because I need to lose about 8 pounds. And he needs to lose a little bit too. So we're not doing a lot of this cream of mushroom soup and all that because the carbs are high. When you look at the carbs on that, it's like 16. So let's see. Now, let me show you something. As I'm doing this, I was going to try to give you some tips. So a lot of times I use the cream of mushroom, which I'm sure you do too, you know. But there's some different creams out there, y'all, and they are so good. There's the cream of mushroom, which is the staple. And then there's this cream of jalapeno. And y'all, I don't know if you have tried it, but it is fantastic. If you haven't, I'll see if you can see it. It's cream of jalapeno. I love it. But we're from Texas. I'm down here north of Houston, about an hour, hour and a half, about an hour north of Houston. And we like things hot and spicy. And so I love this. This cream of jalapeno. There's also some cream of asparagus. Now, you may be going, ooh, that doesn't sound so great. It actually is really good in recipes, y'all. And then cream of potato is also another one that's just really, really good. So let me see. I've got my cream of asparagus. I got my cream of potato. and we've got some cream of celery. All of those are just really great. And then I've got a tomato soup, and I don't know why I have this tomato soup. I'm going to put it over here with the tomatoes. Okay, so I think we're pretty good there. All right, let's get some more. Now that would mean that, oh, there they are, y'all. I'm not crazy. I found the rest of the corn and the asparagus. Look where they are. They're down there on the bottom. So now I just got to get over here. I got to put them up here on the top. Okay. I was thinking we had not eaten that much corn. So we've got regular corn and we've got some cream corn. I really don't like cream corn by itself. I don't like the texture. It's kind of slimy to me. But I use it when I'm cooking cornbread. And if you've never done that, y'all, you need to. And I've got a wonderful, I'm trying to put these in order, 25, 25. Those went late 25 and they're still good. I got a wonderful recipe for cornbread that uses, I have several on the channel, but one of them uses whole corn and some cream corn in it. And y'all, it is absolutely fantastic. So if you're looking for cornbread, check it out or leave me a comment if you're not able to find it, and I will add that for you. Okay. We've got some little cans of corn here because when I was doing curbside, I think I selected the wrong size. Okay, so we've got green beans. Okay. And then we've got some French cut green beans. Normally I use those for, Thanksgiving time. But there we go. So we got our corn, we got our green beans, tomatoes, we've got our cream ofs over here. What I'm trying to do is hopefully up here on the next level I can put lots of tuna fish. But y'all, I don't know about you, but when I look out here and I saw all of this stuff, I don't know how I'm going to get all this back in that pantry. But I will. We'll get it in there. It will happen. Okay. All right, there's tuna fish. So now what I'm going to do is I'm in here in the kitchen, obviously, because you can't see me. And I am getting the beans. We're going to go put the beans in so we can see how much room we have left for some other things in that section. So we're doing beans, beans, beans. Because when I put that tuna fish in there, y'all, we also have clams and crab meat, all kinds of canned seafoods that we have got to get going. Oh, and I forgot. I can't make them on this trip. I have to get them on the next trip. But I have got some absolutely humongous cream of chicken. So as soon as Jay and I come off of this diet we're on, I am going to have to, let me lay this down. We're going to have to start using some recipes that has a lot of cream of chicken in it. Okay, so now let me show you what we're going to do. We're going to scoot over here. And here we go. Okay, that is where we're going to be working here. There we go. And I don't have my light on behind me. Maybe that'll window that does come into this pantry. Find some light certain days. So when I let here see. Okay, there we go. Now that's the area right there where we're going to be working. It can make that a little challenge. Oh, this tuna fish, and I'm stepping kind of funny here because I have all this rice over here on the floor and beans, and you may wonder, well, why don't I just move it? And I'm not moving it because it's heavy. So let's move the tuna fish up. There we go. So now let's see what we've got. We got our bush baked beans. I absolutely love these little guys. These are fantastic. So we got bush beans. Now, pretty much all the way to the back. Down on the bottom, the shelves are a little, this shelf is a little bit longer this way. So I actually, these clear things go, you can put another whole can behind here if I needed to down here. And what I want to do, I will put links after I'm done with all this. I'll go back in and I will add some links. I believe I can add links on a live stream. I know I can on my videos. And so be sure and check out the video that covers the beginning of this, because I'm going to put links for y'all for all of the containers. I'm going to go back and find them for all the containers and all of the shelves that I've used in here. So that will help you if you're looking for anything. Because I think that most of those you can get on Amazon. Like this right here, this shelf, this is obviously acrylic. It's very thick, and I really, now it's pricier at the Container Store, and it's probably double the price of what you can get at Walmart. So for some of the items I have, I'll show you in a little bit some of my other bins. They're from Walmart, like these little guys and different things. But for these like this, I went ahead, paid a little bit extra, because I wanted something that was super thick and really sturdy. All right, let's see. So I wasn't sure exactly what I was going to put on them. Okay, so I think there's refried beans. I really do not. Okay, for a couple of different recipes. So if I get them, there we go. And then we've got some, I'll put some chickpeas. Used them for different recipes. So we got northern beans, pinto beans. Those are the canned beans that we have. And then you'll see in a little bit, we have got a slew, literally a slew of other beans that, yeah, we got to start using some of those. Okay, so now I think I'm going to go ahead, because I know I'm going to want to leave those there. I'm going to go tuna fish in. Oh, I forgot about this chicken. Hang on. Let's take this cream of chicken. I get this cream of chicken. What to do with it and where to put it. Let me bring the rest. And then probably what's going to end up happening, where I would need literally, how much does it says? It's like 10 ounces or something. It's a ton. Let me show it to you. I'll end up just, I can't think of a recipe. This is what it is. Can pointing, humongous can. These are huge cans of cream of chicken. So I think for right now, since I don't have, I'm actually back. Since I don't have a ton of other soups, I'm going to put these in the very back here. It'll still look nice. In case if you're wondering why I take so much time doing this, it's because, I don't know about y'all, but if I'm in my kitchen and I'm cooking a lot, I want it to look pretty. So I want to enjoy when I'm in here. Okay, look at this. Look, more tuna fish. So I'm going to put that there. Okay, so now let me go get the rest of what's going to go with the tuna fish. And we'll find some really canned that I can use canned clams in. And the reason you may wonder why I have so many, well, a while back, Jay was grabbing some of these types of things, and he was at, I think it was Costco or something. I think they had a great big sale, and so he grabbed some, which I'm glad. He grabbed a lot of them. Okay, so let's see. So now I'm going to take all of these oddballs in. I got all of this, plus guess what? I found when I was cleaning out this pantry, oh my, I'll come back and get those. I found 5 cans of cranberry sauce. They're all still good, but that means for the last 2 years for Thanksgiving, when I went off and we bought the cranberry sauce, that I just didn't realize that I had so many. Okay, so now what I'm going to do, let me take this camera, and we are going to, let's move the light back. We are going to focus up here. Look, wait, fix it so you can see. There we go. All right, we're going to be right up there. Yep, that's where we are. So I'm going to get my step stool. Hang on. Right there. So I'm hoping that's a good enough angle. I think it is. I think you can see what I'm doing. All right. So now, I'm looking over here. I did find, before I hop up there, I'm going to tell you, I did find another bean. This is a red bean. So, pinto bean. Those are kinds of beans. There's a dark red kidney bean. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to stop playing with that. And I'm trying, got quiet here for a second because I'm bringing all these clams over here. And I think I'm just going to sit them up here next to where we're going to be. Because I'm determined to figure out a way to get them up there on that shelf with that tuna fish. Because I keep thinking, I had it up higher above this shelf right here, and they were all together in a big package. And so, you know, when it's not easy to get to, you don't. And so, I'm going to set that there a minute. And so we just were, I'd see it up there and go, oh, I need to grab those and we need to eat those some. And I just didn't get up there. These are some lump crab meat. We got clams. This is tiny shrimp. My goodness. Now, as I was doing that, I came across some olives, and I usually keep that over with the green beans and stuff. So we're going to sit it there. There's pimentos also. Okay, so now I think I'm going to climb up there, and we're going to see. I'm going to scoot this over, but I don't want up there. I don't want, when I'm climbing up there, I don't want that to hinder what you're seeing. Okay, here we go. I'm going to start with tuna fish. And I don't know the different kinds. This is chicken of the sea chunk light, and this is albacore wild tuna. I'm sure there's a difference, but for the life of me, I don't know what it is. So I'll ask Jay when he comes home, what's the difference? Because I'm sure he knows. Okay, so I'm going to put those on this side. I don't know, let me climb up here one more. I don't know how tall I can make these without having any problems with my stand. So we're just going to try and see what happens. But I think, I'm wondering, if I'm walking around in the kitchen, and I use my stepladder all the time, so the fact that it's still up here, that's not going to deter me. Before, it was because it was way up here, and it was in a package. These, I was looking to see if this is going to fall off, but I don't think it is, because 3/4 of the can is still on the little thingy. I just think probably that first level, I better not put more than 2 of them. Okay. I'm going to put 3 of them back here. So yeah, I told Jay, I said, after, I don't know our diet, but I bet we can do it before then. It's 0 carbs, y'all. This is 0 carbs. So we can go ahead and be using this. I've got to find some really good recipes though, because I personally, I'm just not like a, oh yay, I just love that tuna fish person. I'm not. I'm really not. Um, so I've got to find a way to put some really great recipes together. So that being said, everyone, if there's anyone watching, that being said, if you have got a recipe that is good with tuna fish in it, please, 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 please send it to me. I put it in the comment section or something, or if you want to email it to me. I'm not sure if my email shows up for you. If it doesn't, tell me on there and I'll plot my email so you can email it to me. But I need some recipes on what to do with all this tuna fish and some great recipes on canned clams and canned tiny shrimp and canned crab what is this? Lump crab meat. I'll probably end up doing a whole video series on these things. I don't think Jay realized how much of this we've got. When he sees it, he's going to be saying, oh boy, I know what I'm eating. We got tiny shrimp. I wish, let's see if this tiny, oh, it will. Y'all, we are so lucky. It's all fitting. I can't believe it. This is where I used to keep my things like sweetened condensed milk and evaporated milk and all that. And Jay was asking me last night, he said, so is everything going to change in the pantry now? Are you moving everything around? And I said, oh no. I said, there's just a few things that I'm going to move around. And the truth is, I think I've moved a whole lot more than I was anticipating. So yeah, I don't have to tell him a whole lot moved. Because just about as soon as he gets to where he knows where I put the majority of stuff, y'all, I move it. And that's what happens a lot in the kitchen. But in my defense, I think it's because, and he cooks, he comes in here and he cooks in the kitchen. So I'm not the only one who cooks in the kitchen, but I'm in here more, especially since I have a cooking channel. And so when I was in the kitchen, when I want to move things around because things are easier, to use, it just happens that I just do that. Now I lost a lump crab meat. Where did it go? I had 3 of them. I don't know. It will show up. So right now, I've got to put back over here in this corner a bunch more clams. Okay. So no, that is weird. Oops, almost dropped one. That is weird. I'm looking to see, did I lay it around? I didn't. Did I leave it there? Nope, nope. Maybe I did just have 2 crab meat. But y'all, oh, no, there is just one. Shrimp, clams. Okay. It won't be the first thing that I have completely kind of lost while I'm doing this. Okay, we got lots of clams back here. Okay, so I think we are set with all of that. And then when we find that other can of limp crab meat, we'll put it up there. That is just weird, but okay. So we're good there. The other thing is right below here, I'm going to put my pimentos. I don't know why, but I usually put those with, oh, there's the crab meat. Look at that. I told you I was not crazy. I was just blind, but I wasn't crazy. Okay, there we go. I'm happy. Okay, now I've got some olives here, and I'm putting the olives over here with my beans. I know that sounds strange, but I usually put my olives with my canned olives over here with my beans. I got all kinds of other olives that I put in glass jars somewhere. Okay, so let me see if you can tell what I did. All right, so let me take the camera. Hang on. And I'll show you what we've done. There we go. Look at all of that tuna and clams and shrimp and crab meat. There I've got green beans. And then over here we've got beans. That's where the olives I put there in the middle. Down here we've got our soups. Over here we've got the tomatoes. We've got our snack bar right here. And here we've got popcorn. And we've got different breakfast things. There's some breakfast bars. What this is chia seed. There's some flax seed. And then this is keto granola. Because when we're doing our no carb thing, we like to put that on ice cream. What I have up there is different types of things for decorating cakes and cookies and items like that. And I may move that over there. So we'll see. What I'm working on now is I have all of this and we've got to fill up. Look at all these things right here. And then over here, this has been the pasta area. I like it. I think it's pretty because I like my big red tomato sign. The items on this row that are all nice and pretty, these are items that I may end up moving to a higher shelf if needed, but I do want them out because most of them are different family items. Okay, so back in the pantry, it's looking pretty good. I heard the kids. Ace, Heidi, you want to come say hi? Come on, babies. These are the items here we're going to be moving next. Come here, babies. Come on. Tell everybody hi. There comes Miss Heidi. Yes, and there's Mr. Ace. Hey, big boy. Yes, I know. Mama's in the kitchen. All right, so now what we're going to do is I think I do want to keep this area here the same. This is where I usually have my broth. But you know what? I think I might just go crazy. I think I'm going to move all my cranberry juice over there. So let's put all the cranberry juice. I've got it all down here. We're going to put it down here. Yay. Yes, we are. Okay, so we're putting the camera back up. Put the camera on the stand. Okay, so here we go. Let's get that cranberry juice in here. Hey, kids, you going to help Mama? Okay, here we go. Yes, I know. Mwah. You're such a good girl, Heidi. I know. They got, you can back up now. Thank you. I love you. I do love you. I love you with a passion. Yes, I do. I do. I love you with a passion. When I was emptying, come here, Ace. I love you too, baby. Okay. Yes, I know you sound like a whale. Yes, okay. Yes, I love you. I love you. Okay, now you can back up. Okay. I know. I'm on your level, and when I do that, I know, babies. Okay. When I was, yesterday, I have to just tell you, yesterday yes, I love you. I love you with a passion. Now you've licked me, and yes, I know. That's what keeps Mama's skin so young. Yes, it does. That's what makes me look like I'm 20, doesn't it? Yeah. Okay, back up. I don't want to, hang on a second. When I was doing this yesterday, and I emptied this all out, Ace, my boy, the German Shepherd, he's so sweet. He was having a total fit. He just did not understand why I was taking everything out of the pantry, and he kept sitting in here. Okay, so now I got German Shepherd here on me. So if any of you have a German Shepherd, you know, without a doubt, that you have got hair everywhere. Ugh. And okay, so you may be wondering, why does this woman have so much cranberry juice? And it's just, we use it a lot. And this is actually cran raspberry. This is not great when you're on a keto diet, obviously, but we love it, and when we can, we like to drink it. So this is some apple cider. I think I'm going to go ahead and just put that back here since it's a drink. And yeah, I'm trying to take some of the stuff that was somewhere else and incorporate it over here. This, I think, I need to wipe that off. Everything's been washed, except I noticed that wasn't. And then this is some vinegar. But wait a minute, I don't know if I want to put that there. Hang on. Let's go look in here. Let's put this over here because I do need to wipe it off. So what I'm doing here behind the camera is I'm wiping this down. Now, no one in my family knows that I was live streaming today, y'all. So if anyone comes in, I'm going to have to tell them, we're live streaming, we're live streaming. Okay, so what I'm doing is down here, normally with those drinks, I would keep some lemonade. So hang on just 1 second. I will be right back. Okay. Okay, so my mic is off. Okay, my mic is off, and guess what I'm doing? I'm live streaming. So the camera's in the pantry, but as I'm putting everything back, I'm using it as a practice live stream. So if I turn my mic back on, then the whole world right now will hear you. But guess what? No one's probably watching, so it doesn't matter at all.
Do you have a way to tell who's watching?
No, well, I do, but I haven't learned that technology yet. So I'm just doing it I'm learning, and the kids are helping me. Come, let's see what I've done so far. So I'm going to turn it back on so people, well, if anyone's there, I can't have them leave. And then I'll turn it off again. Okay, so I'm back, and Jay just got home, and I just want to show him, hello, I'm back. I just want to show him what I've done so far is that, so here's what I'm doing, babe. Up here, this is all the tuna, and look at all this tuna we have to eat. We got tuna, clams, and shrimp, and we need to get all that eaten this year. Okay. This is green beans and corn. I decided to move some stuff. I think it will help you. Because look, this is your favorite spot.
I just learned where it all was.
I know, that's what I told everybody. Hello. I told everybody that you would be so excited because now you get to.
Shouldn't you point that thing up where they can see you?
No, they're pointing down here because I was doing cranberry juice.
Okay.
So they were watching me down here. So down here's tomatoes. I moved the cranberry juice over. These are things you use a lot, that you can get to easier.
Okay.
Okay. And then we got the soups, beans. This is just kind of moved over. So now I'm just putting it back. Everything's washed, everything's cleaned. And so it's going to move quickly now. I'm trying to get those beans over there and rice to where I can put them in that corner.
Okay.
But in order to do that, I got to make some adjustments. So we're getting there, and I have no idea if anyone's listening or watching, but we're having fun.
Well, if you didn't have the room, you could put those in the other pantry behind where the lunch cellar is.
Oh my gosh. Are you serious? I could put those in the trophy room?
That's not the trophy room. You put them in the other pantry in there.
In the trophy room pantry?
Yeah.
That would be awesome because it takes up a whole shelf of my stuff.
Well, that's what that's for, is for larger quantities of storage.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm not just saying this because the camera's on. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
Okay.
Love you.
Love you too.
Okay.
I have my plywood, and I'm going to build that box for the propeller.
Okay, you go build your propeller, and I'm just talking to the world.
And you know the dogs are going to want to come with you.
Yep, they've already been on camera. They attacked me. Okay, so I'm just going to be talking away. Okay, love you. Okay, so y'all, I don't think anyone who's listening quite understands the gravity of that, but this means that I do not have to keep the rice and beans in that pantry. Yay, yay, yay. I just never thought of that. We've got another wonderful pantry. I'll have to show you that pantry, but I will have to show that to you, y'all. I'm so excited. But, yay, yay. So look over here. Look, you see all that? So what I'm going to do right now is I'm moving that. I'm picking that up, all those beans. I'm picking all those beans up and going to put them all in the other, out in the island. And then I'll be able to use that down there. So the only thing is, man, that makes me think, what do I want to put down there? Yeah. Maybe I put the cranberry juice over there. No, but Jay likes to get to it quickly, so I'll leave it there. So that's okay. But that just frees up a lot down there. And that will probably be what I use for extras. So that'll be perfect. Okay, so now I'm gonna move this. And I'm gonna take these pintos and all of these things in here. We got rice. Look at this. If anyone needs rice and they don't have any, call me. Yes. We've got lots and lots of rice. And I'm going to check something over here so to see what's happening. Call me. Yes. So it looks like, when I looked on the iPad, it looks like there are two people. Two. Can you believe that? Two people that might be watching. Now, I think that since I was looking at it, I might be one of those. So that means there is actually a person out there who's watching us learn how to do a live stream. And so if that is you, thank you so much. Because this is something I never thought I would do, but it has been a lot of fun doing YouTube and learning how to do this. Okay, so now, what do I have down there? What I've got down there is some oddballs and things. So I'm gonna take, what's down here? I've got this cranberry sauce. And oh my, I don't know how I ended up with all this, but it's all still good. So I have 5 cans. So I think where I'm gonna put it, let me move over here and move this back up. I think what I'm gonna do is, normally I keep that with my veggies. So I'm gonna take this cranberry sauce and just put it all along the back, because I just don't use it except usually the holidays. However, since I have so many, we're gonna find some stuff that we can use cranberry sauce with, and we're gonna cook with it. Now what's down here? I've got coconut milk, and I've got evaporated milk, and I've got sweetened condensed milk. So these, I'm not sure yet where they're gonna go. So we're gonna set them there for right now. Okay, now I'm thinking, what is next? I think what's next, because there's some things I know I won't move, is I think what I'm gonna do is my pasta corner, and then we'll come back. So I'm gonna move the camera over here to the pasta corner. All right, so let me move, I've got vinegar in the way down here. All right, so here we are. There is the pasta corner, okay? So now, and I don't think, I do need that light. If I turn the light off, it is a little bit dark. Okay, so I'll put the light over here. I think that does help. All right, we're learning. Okay, so now let me get my tray, and I'm gonna go get my pasta. So I'm gonna come in here, and y'all, we have got a boatload of pasta and different things. Obviously, we cannot be eating this when we're doing our keto little New Year thing. So let's go ahead and get in there a lot of what we've got. Okay, so you can probably hear me wrestling. Here we go, I've got it. I would bring you along with me every time I come in here, but I don't know how to do that. I don't know how to take that camera and do that. So what I'm gonna do, let me see if you're seeing the corner, and you are. You're seeing that whole thing. I'm not getting closer because, is there pasta up there? No, it's just pasta starts there where I have my big red tomato sign. All right, so I've got one of these containers. Before I do that though, no, let's go ahead and do that. Okay, no, that's not what I use. Well, I guess it is. I have got a whole lot of angel hair. Number one, because I like it, or when we are eating it, I really do like it. However, it is, I think that's the right container that I had it in before. When we're back eating carbs and stuff, I love it. I have a fantastic shrimp dish, y'all, that I cook. Let me run in here and get some more of that. I've got some more angel hair, but I have got the absolutely best. I thought I had more angel hair. I guess I don't. Maybe it's hiding somewhere. I got a whole lot of spaghetti over here, but we don't use spaghetti very often. But that angel hair, this shrimp dish I have, y'all, it is fantastic. And if you want that one, let me know and I'll link it. But I do have that on the channel, but I forgot what I called it right now. But it's fantastic, absolutely delicious. So we have got, I'm trying to think if I had that in there, or I've got this other container that I think if it will fit, I think it would be better. I went in my cabinet and got out, and it will. So this is better. Look at this. This is going to be better for this pasta. Okay, it has a divider in there, but I think I'll just leave the divider. Let me take off the little sticky though. Okay. The other thing about this is it is so cheap. Oh my gosh. This doesn't cost hardly anything. Okay. Well, you know what's nice about that? Look at this. Let me see. Let me put it where you can see it. I don't know if you're seeing that. Look over here. Okay, I'll kind of come up so you can see what I'm doing. I am going to use this container instead because it's skinnier, better use of my space. It has a divider here in the middle. And then I think what I might be able to do, I would love it, keep your fingers crossed, I'm not sure. I would like to be able to get the spaghetti behind here in this container. And I think I can. Yay! Here, let me turn it sideways. Look at this. This is fantastic. And then here are two spaghettis that have been opened. Perfect. Okay, that makes me happy. Now, I'll bring you around here in a second so you can see it, but this goes right back where it was, or these items were before. Okay. There we go. And y'all, what is nice, I use these types of clear containers, you will see a whole lot. And the reason is, especially up high, because I'm short, and instead of just trying to rummage through and find something, I can just bring the whole container down. To me, it just keeps everything nice and organized, and also it is really pretty, and I do like that. Now, I need to move some stuff off of here, so let me show you something. Over here in the middle, before we get back to the pasta, and we're going to get back to it, I have these little guys, and these are little container cups. They're glass, but they go with these. And what these are is I've got 4 of them. My daughter found these for me online. And this is sugar, this is cornmeal, this one is rice, and then this one is flour over here. And you just sit these under here, and then when you want something, you just move the little handle and it falls in. I really do like them. They've been wonderful. I think they're just super pretty. I'll leave you a link for those. They are just super, I think they just make the pantry look really nice. But I will tell you, the best thing for these are items like rice. Anything kind of with that kind of a texture. The flour and the sugar and the cornmeal, they work fine. I mean, but occasionally on the flour or the sugar, sometimes when I'm doing the open and the close, if it sits here for a week and I haven't used it, or a couple of weeks, and if I haven't for some reason, then it sits there and you just kind of have to, when you open it up, it won't fall immediately. So I have to sometimes pop the top, and I have a little ice pick here. This was actually my granddaddy's ice pick. I'll take this ice pick and I go swirl, swirl, swirl with it up here, and that just gets it going again. But just wanted to give you that info. But anyway, these are great. And then back here, I've got my brown sugar. I don't put anything in the brown sugar to keep it from clumping. I just have a little scoop in there. This is an airtight container. I've seen a lot of gadgets that you can put in your brown sugar to keep it from, clumping together. But y'all, every time I try one of those, I'm getting back to the pasta. Every time I try one of those, they just don't work. They really don't. If you know of one that does, please, I would love to know, but I just think an airtight container works really well. Okay, now we're going to come over here and let me show you. I want to keep this because I think these are nice and pretty. This is some pasta, and I like to keep it kind of over here. And then this right here, this is the angel hair pasta. I could put more in there if I needed room, but I don't need more room right now. Now, the one I'm not going to do is, well, this one, if I need the room, I'll move it. This is lasagna noodles. But y'all, for me, when we cook noodles, or for lasagna, I have this keto lasagna that is absolutely to die for. And you make your own noodles, and it's very easy. There's a video on that one also. You make your own noodles, and I just like that better than the other. So I don't know if I'm actually ever going to use those. Okay, now for here, I'm going to take this. I think this is really neat looking, and this usually sits here in the corner. It's some more of the bow tie pasta. So I really don't need that one if I'd have that one. So I may end up I'm not going to mess with it now. I just need to get stuff up here. But I like to just kind of keep that pretty and nice and open, and don't really want to fill it up with a whole lot. And I think we'll be okay. Okay, now the next thing, let's keep doing the pasta, because I would like to be able, I was going to try to get all the rest of the pasta on here because I was trying to put the beans there. But now, thanks to Jay making that wonderful suggestion, I have this whole area. So I say, let's just bring the rest of the pasta in here and put it where we want it. So we have got some extra, where'd it go? We now have extra room. Yay, yay, yay. It always makes the keeper of the pantry happy. Okay, so now what I'm getting is I don't know how to pronounce all these noodles, so I'll attempt in a minute, but please, I know that I'm probably going to pronounce them wrong. I'm from East Texas, and so usually people will comment and they'll say, like, jalapeno. I don't know how people say that. Some people say jalapeno. I say jalapeno. And I have been told multiple times that I say that word wrong. And so I think I'll probably be the same way with the pasta. There, I was turning the light back. Okay. So now, let's see. Oh my gosh, we do have a lot. I thought that's all the pasta, but no, it is not. Pasta doesn't go bad. At least I don't think it does. So we will find out. Let's get this stuff all over here. I have some good containers for these things. And I had this little brown box over here just because I liked it. I thought it was pretty, kind of in the corner. And so I did have my spaghetti coming out of it, but I might do something different now. I'll try to get out of the way so you can see. The next thing, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my boxes in. So here we go. Let me see. I've got 3 of these. They're mini Farfalle. Not sure of how to say that. I think I have 3 of them. And I'm taking a look. Okay. Yeah, I've used that up there. I sure wish I had another one of these guys, but I don't. And I'm trying to think if I have one anywhere else in the house. But I don't think I do. Okay. So let's just put that there. I'm trying to think. Got those. The next thing we've got over here is I've got rotini, I got penne, I've got elbows, I've got shells, and I got 2 rotinis. No, how many rotinis? I have got 3 rotinis. Oh, and I've got a rigatoni, and I've got a tricolor rotini. That's a skinny box, and that's a skinny box. We have this thing, I don't know where this came from. It's still good. Shell pasta and creamy cheese sauce. Okay, so I'm going to actually put that right there. Okay. So now, got my angel hair. I think I'll put up on the back. We've got shells. I think maybe I should put shells in, well, no, I need to use that one. I'm wondering over here, I'm in some deep thought, y'all, just a second. I'm in deep thought. I'll leave that in the box. Tricolor rotini is there, but I've got, this is rigatoni, and this is, okay, well, that is rotini. I had a thought, but I'm not gonna mess with that. Okay, so we'll do this. We've got shells. We'll put the shells in the front. Nope. We'll put shells. Okay. And then rotini and rigatoni. Now I've got 3 of these left. So I think what I do is, because when I'm trying to look, y'all, at the other things I've got, this may end up being used somewhere else. I think this might end up going somewhere else. And because I've got, I thought these were they're short. I've got these short containers that had done wonderful with these. And this is, I don't know what kind. This is, I think it's like the rotini. It's just, yeah. Okay. Shells. Oh, there's the shells there. And we got a shell in the back. Okay, so I've got these. So I'm trying to think, making really good use of what's way, way back there. And I think, because this, I would just, since put those here, here, and here, that's good for pasta. Then, if I lined these up, just right here, 1, 1, 2, 3 there. But then I've got that section back there in the back, those corners. The corners sometimes can be a problem. So I'm almost thinking, because I know that that's there, let me see if I have any tomato sauce. I'm trying to think, what else do I normally put with? And I think I do. I think that's, oh my goodness, I forgot. Oh, have mercy. Okay, this answers it. I knew there was something I was going to put in the back. Y'all are going to laugh when you see this, I think. Look at this. Oh, my people. Look. 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 Yeah. Yeah. So these are going to go, I'm going to crawl in there. These are going to go way in the back. Those are wide noodles. I forgot what they're called. Egg noodles. Those are wide egg noodles. Those are fantastic for when we do, like, Jay likes beef stroganoff, but then there's just other things also that oh, chicken noodle soup. That is what I put those in. Okay, so now what I've got here, I've got the sauces. So the sauces will also go down on here. So this one has been a challenge, hasn't it? Okay, here we go. So I'm gonna crawl in here and I'm gonna put these because I know they're back here. And I think, though, I'm not gonna stack them. I'm gonna stand them up, I think. Or let me see how much room they take up. I may stack them, let's see. Yeah, I'll stack them. That's better. Oh, and these are little ones. Well, it says they're wide. They just look little. Okay. When you cook them, when you cook these guys, as you know, they super expand. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Okay, so there we go. Then I do need a thing for all of my sauces. Let me check one more thing before we determine that's all we're going to put in there. Because when I saw that container, I thought, oh my, let me see. So we've got all these things. That doesn't go in there. That's anything else that goes with Italian types of sauces. I'm looking in here. I'm looking. I don't see anything. Let me look over here. I was looking at, like, the packets. I don't think I have any seasoning packets. I think those are all like taco stuff and all of that. And mushroom sausage. Yep. I don't see anything. Okay. Now, let's come in here. Now I think we are ready to go. But I do want to put these, I forgot the container that I had those in. It may have just been one of these guys. And this sauce, this is a salsa, but I'm going to actually not put it in here. I'm going to put it with the other packages, I think. So I think, y'all, what I'm going to do is let me see if these will fit first. This is, and let me show you something. This right here, this is Raos, R-A-O-S. This is a really good brand. And what I mean by that is, I think it's the only one I have, they have low carbs. The carb on this, total carbs is 1. This is the bacon Alfredo. And the one where it's like the regular type of marinara or red sauce, whatever you call it, those I think are like 8. So the carbs are still really, really low. So if you're doing a low carb diet, you can still use sauces like this. So I'm going to take this. Right here is where I've got the angel hair. I'm going to put this next to it. So then I wonder, though, that leaves me, then I was going to say, now I have all this extra room. No, I really don't, because I've got these guys that we've got to get in here. And then I still have some room behind there to store extra things if I need to. But for now, that is perfect. Yay, yay, yay. And then I have this pesto, traditional pesto sauce that I was storing with these, but I may store it over here now. We'll leave it here. I've got some extra lasagna noodles, but like I told you, I don't use these that much anymore. So I'm going to take them and I will put this straight back here. Okay. I can still see it when I get down here. You can't see it from where you are, but when I bend over here, I can see it just fine. Okay, we are doing good. Now, I'm thinking, usually, I don't know. Let's go out in the kitchen. Come on. You have to go out in the kitchen with me. Let me turn the lid off here. We got to go out here and think. I may have to get a drink of water too, because I have been just a-talking. There's my water. Okay, let me turn the light on. Oops, underneath the cabinet. There we go. So, look at all these things. Look at all of this. And when I look at it, I can picture where most of it is going to go. However, there's the beans. Look, we got a ton of beans back in here. Chips and things. I know where the chips go, the cookies go. I'm looking to see, what is the okay, this low-hanging fruit, as they would say, that I could grab. I know where the baking stuff's going to go. Over here, trying to think. I've got all of my nuts and different things. Those nuts. Oh, we could go ahead, I think, and take care probably over there. Take care of the, what is it called? The chicken broth, those types of things. But quickly, let's come over here. Just disregard the mess, because we are in a mess right now. Over here in this area is normally, and I like to keep it that way, it's where we have like some extra chips and stuff. But I'm just wondering, because the chips go up there. And so yeah, let's just take a look a second. I think we go ahead and we get the chicken broth in. Oh, the other thing that I was looking for was down there. The other drinks and then the chicken broth. So that's what we're going to do. So let me turn this around. Okay, put it back up here. We'll turn the light back on. There we go. And that is what we're going to do. We're going to be right there. We are going to take care of, oh, I got to get my, what do you call it? My little tray here. I know we'll get this all put back together. My goal was to put it back together the same way that it was before. Unfortunately, I have proven to myself that that is not going to happen. That is just not happening. Because I have changed up some things. And I think it's just because I've lived with this pantry for over 2 years, you know. And I'm trying to get this broth back in the same order where the olds are in the back. I have a ton of broth, literally a ton. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, I got 12 things of broth. And the reason is because I use it a lot. Just depends on what it is, but yeah, I use chicken broth a lot. Okay. Okay, so this chicken broth, these are the oldest ones. I'm going to put them, there we go. We're going to put them in the back. And I think there were 3 across. I don't think, yeah, I think it has to go 3 across. Oops, hang on. There we go. All right. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to move some of these up a little bit. Because, there we go. They don't have to go quite as far back. And I put all the old ones in the back. The newer ones are in the front. So there we go. Perfect. There's the chicken broth. It's almost in the same spot. It used to be over there. Okay, so we got our chicken broth. And now I'm going to go in and get some more of those other items that are like that I normally keep together. So, let me look over there. Which ones? Okay, there's the chicken broth. Oh, here's another olive. And y'all, I was looking for, okay, here it is. There's the olive. Here is the drink. Drink stuff kind of all goes together down there. So I'm going to grab that while I'm in here. I wasn't planning on grabbing that, but we are. Okay. Oh, and as we're doing that, guess what? Guess what I saw? I saw a can of soup in here, and I saw some cans of pumpkin. Now, I don't like pumpkin. Well, it depends. If it's like a pumpkin spice cookie that is crunchy, oh, then I'll eat it. Oh, yeah, that's good. But just pumpkin for pumpkin, like I don't like pumpkin pie. And Jay doesn't either. Thank goodness. Thank goodness he does not like pumpkin pie. But I keep it for my dogs. So this may sound a little gross, but for dogs, if they have any kind of little GI issue or whatever, pumpkin is fantastic. So I do keep pumpkin. All right, so I think you're looking down here. What I'm going to put down here is, let's see the date on this and stuff. We're still good. This is lemonade right here. Because in the summer, Jay loves, loves, loves his lemonade. All right, so now I'm doing soup. Okay, we've got this, I have this one soup here left. So I'm going to stick it back here with the soups. And then for drinks down there, I'm going to try to get this tea. Let's put this tea behind here. I'm going to stand it up actually. There is a plug. Y'all know what? Hello. I didn't know there was a plug. I've been here for 3 years. I did not know there was a plug down there. Now, why is there a plug in the very back of that one? I don't have any idea. Our builder kind of went a little crazy. And I don't know. Do not know. Over here, I'm putting an olive. We have an olive. Okay, so then I have these little drinks. Now, let me show you. These little drinks here, what they're for is when I'm cooking different things. Sometimes I need just a little bit of pineapple juice, or sometimes it's a little bit of apple juice for different little things. So that's what those are for. And I like to put them down there with the juices. Okay, so now I'm trying to figure out this pumpkin. I really don't want to put the pumpkin up there with all of my regular canned goods because I just don't use it very often. So I think, but I do have this that we need to use. This is mandarin oranges. It's a fruit. I know it's not a veggie, but I'm going to stick it right here because we need to eat it. And I think I'm going to take this pumpkin, and for right now, I'm over here behind you. You can't see. I'm going to stick this pumpkin over here on the bottom so that if I need it, and we'll figure out what to do with it in a little bit. Okay, so we're doing great. I think I'm going to go get my chips, bring them in so I can put the chips back where they go, and also bring in the, what we're going to do? Oh, that condensed milk and evaporated milk. But where's the chips? Let's bring in the chips. Here they are. I like to keep the chips where people can get to them. Even though we are dieting right now, we still have company. And I want, when company comes over, if they're wanting chips and stuff, I want them to be able to get to them. And most people know where the chips are who come over, especially my daughter. When she comes to my house, she knows where all that is. Now, I have lost the condensed, oh, there's the condensed milk. I think what I'm going to do with the condensed milk is, look up here. You see up there? Way up there. I think that's where we're going to put it. I still want to be able to get to it. You know what? I wish I had a container. Okay, let me look around. That would be awesome. Let's look and see. If I could put, because I'm always having to pull it down, that would be great. If I could do condensed milk. I don't know, I think it's going to make it too heavy. I think I just need to stack it up there. Because I'll be reaching over my head to get that. Yeah. A nice thought, but not a good idea. Okay, so let me just crawl up here and put condensed milk. I wish I could put 2 cans like this together. I can't. Can I do it here? I can here. So we're going to do it here. Because I can do condensed milk, condensed milk. I can do evaporated milk, evaporated milk. And then the coconut milk can go in the back. Perfect. Okay, we are good. And also it makes it easy when I'm grocery shopping. I can just look and see. So, okay, perfect. Got that. All right, now the chips. Let me see where you're pointing at. This is where the chips go. Right up there. Chips and chips. Okay. Here we go. There's chips. There's a little dust there. There's chips. And there's chips. Anything that's kind of chippy. All right. Okay. And then we'll probably put some more things up there, maybe in some containers. Okay, so I wish I could put my chip clip with it, but I can't. So I think what I might do is just put that there. Usually that has taken the place of other cans, and I usually put that kind of in the corner for my chip clippies. So I don't know, we'll think about that. Okay, so now let's head off, and we're gonna go get, I think, let's go, and we might start with baking items. Trying to think what would be good. I just still can't get over the fact that we've got all this extra room. Okay, these are extras. So let me go back in there and look and see where I'm going to want to put like extra popcorns and extra breakfast bars and all this kind of stuff. All of my extras. And oh, there is some tuna fish. And there's some of Jay's dillies. Okay. So let's take this in there. This is not baking goods, obviously. But I've got my popcorn, out down. Let me show you. I've got my popcorn down there on the right. But I'm looking to see, I think what I'm going to use some of that bottom space for is extras. And, okay, because that's popcorn. They're already in there, so it'd be nice if the extras, normally the extras are right kind of below where they are. That's what I've done. Now this right here, this is tuna. It needs to go up with the tuna. Yes, people, I said tuna. There's more tuna. But look what they are. It's these little containers like this. My mom really likes these when she comes. And I was eating these a lot for lunch. But now we got all this tuna. So there we go. We've got tuna. And then I think popcorn. So you were looking up there at chips. I'm looking down here for a minute. Look down here. Okay. Up here, I've got the popcorn and different things. So normally, kind of below it is where I'd put the extras, like the extra popcorn. I try not to put stuff up high, really high. The extra breakfast bars. We got the oats. if we want oats, extra chia seed. Now this right here though, this is Jay's. He likes these little oysters. And so I want to put those, let me look, I have a little, here's this little container. And I only have 2 of them right now. But I think I'm gonna leave those right here so he can get to those easy. I like to kind of put the stuff that he wants to get to. He'll get to his cranberry juice, he'll get to his little oysters, he'll get to his snacks, and here's breakfast bars. I try to keep those things where he doesn't have to go hunting for them. Okay. I think we're doing good there. So now I'm going to bring in some more stuff, and we'll see. We have to find a home, y'all, for all of this. And I just, okay, well, we'll do it. We will do it. Okay, so, oh, I forgot about my lovely cookies. Okay, beans. That's what we need to do. I got to figure out where am I going to put all these beans. We got all these beans, and then I've got all my baking. I think maybe, oh, you know what? Let's do this. I'm going to put the stuff that I put in my roundies. You'll see what I'm talking about when I bring them in there. Okay. I've got these, what I'm doing is I'm filling up stuff that I know for sure that I want to leave in the same places for the most part. Okay, so we're gonna take, I'm gonna scoot this over, I don't wanna break it. Okay, here we go. We're back, guess where we are, people? We are back over here. Let me get the light. We're back with, you got it, we're back over with the pasta. Because guess what? Guess what? This roundy up here, I want to go ahead for sure. I know I want to put my olive oils and those kinds of things. I have a place in the kitchen, and I'll show you that in a minute, where I keep most of all my open oils. But these are oils that aren't open, because all of the things in here, this is really opened, except, well, this, but nothing. When it is, I take one of those chip clips over there, this container that I keep. Let me show you again. This is the easiest way, y'all, to keep your chip clips. Just get you something. I have got one. It's just a little pretty one. I'd gotten it for fall from Hobby Lobby, and then I just kept it for all these years, and I have chip clips in the middle, and then I just put them all along the top, so people can just run in and get chip clips, and for whatever it is they need. But and then anything that's open, I have a place over here that we keep it so we know, hey, that's open. But so all the oils and things in here aren't open. But this is a rollie. I did get this one. It goes, like this. I did get this one at Container Store because I wanted one really, really thick. Like I said, I've seen some at like Marshall's, and I've seen some, and the one at Marshall's that I saw was actually pretty thick. But the ones I saw at Walmart weren't quite as thick. But I just noticed today when I was cleaning these, I was cleaning them last night, it has this thing that comes out. So I'm like, well, okay. So I could take away all the dividers, but then things are going to fall around. But it was just nice to know that it's there. I'm going to leave it in there. I'll get out of the way here in a second. I'm going to leave it in there, but because I don't know why I should take it out. Okay, so what I'm going to put in here, this is what's up here. I've got my Worcestershire sauce. It's not opened. And then I've got some olive oil. So I'm going to put olive oil in here. And then I've got some balsamic vinegar. It's not opened, and some Heinz sauce that's not open. So there is our oils. I've got some other olive oil. Let me go get it. Where's the oils? Oh, here they are. Oh, I forgot about my avocado oil that's in here. I think I need to go put it in my kitchen. Oh, let's see. All right. So the avocado oil though, well, it'll fit in there. Oh, it's not avocado, it's coconut oil. Okay, and then here what I have is this is some olive oil that came from Israel. And Jay had gotten this when he used to fly. He's a retired pilot. And so this is over a year old. So I'm hoping that it's still good. So we need to check that out. So that leaves open now the way I have it. I got this whole basket I can use for something else. Okay, let me get my wet towel because I noticed something up there. I thought that I had wiped everything down. We're doing good. We're doing good. There's just, I thought I had wiped, there's a little crumbs of something. Okay. All right. So I think we're good. We got the oils there. So now I'm going to run back into here and see what else would I like to keep up there, kind of where I've had before. And I should have brought my tray with me. Okay. Here we go. All of these things kind of go right up here. And I'll be right back. I have got my opened like nuts and raisins and all those kinds of things, y'all. We're actually doing really good. It's getting there. I can't wait to have it all done. Whoa. Okay, so now, here we go. Let me move it over here. So now what we've got is right up there. Now, hang on a second, because I've kind of got myself stuck. So sorry about that. This is our learning that we're doing. We are learning a lot today. So if there is anyone watching, which I hope that there might be someone, because I'm hoping you'll learn a few things. If there is, thank you for your patience as we are trying to learn how to do this. And what I have realized, y'all, is when it comes to like YouTube, because my background is I'm a nurse. I'm an oncology nurse, and I don't work in the hospital anymore. I work for a corporate. I work for a big healthcare company, and I work with oncology practices. And what I've learned is that, so I didn't know anything about YouTube at all. I just started doing this for fun. My daughter, somehow, I really can't remember exactly how it happened, but I think it was her suggestion because we were building a house at the time, building this house, and I started out the channel about that. The channel was going to be all about building your new home and all those kinds of things. And then it changed, and some things I thought, you know what, I don't want to do that forever. So it kind of migrated to this, to kitchen and to cooking, because I have not cooked a whole lot in my life. And I started really when I met Jay, so I guess about 8 years ago, but I've only been cooking a lot for about 5 years. And I forgot where I was going with that. I do not remember. And once I learned how to do the comment part of doing a live stream, then you could write in a comment and tell me what I was saying, and I can see it, but I haven't learned that part yet. We're just getting there. We've done great with getting videos done and all that, and if the person who's watching, if you're normally watch my channel, thank you for your support, because I've had the most fantastic people watch my channel on a regular basis and leave comments, and I just am extremely grateful. Okay, so what I've got here, dried cranberries, dried sun tomatoes. These are raisins and chopped pecans and almonds, and then these are actually roasted pecans, and then back here we've got some sesame sticks. So I'm going to leave those right there. I don't know if you can actually, I may put those in something clear. Hang on. I may do that so I can see it better. Okay. The clear things, y'all, in your pantry, if you will do it, I hadn't done that before until I moved to this house, until I built this pantry. I just left stuff in all their boxes, but if you can put things in clear containers, it just makes it so much easier for you when you're looking for stuff, and it also just makes it a lot prettier. Okay, now we're going to go in, and we're doing really good. I think we've got that section done. And I'm going to go see the next big one. I think it's going to be the baking items is what we're going to bring in next. So, oh, where's my tray? Where's my tray? Here's my tray. Now, once I get out there, watch me change my mind. I'm going to go look and see. We got those things over there left. Okay, I'm going to move. You can't see what I'm doing, but we've got some other thingies over here that I'm moving on the other part of the kitchen. Okay. I need to figure out where I'm going to put those cookies. Hang on one sec. Before I do that, those cookies, those cookies usually go right there. I can't remember what I put in that other. Oh, it was mustard and mayonnaise. Hang on a second. I've got to find that stuff. Mustard and mayonnaise. Oh, we got some more of these I forgot about. Okay, let's take those in there. But mustard and mayonnaise. There we go, there we go. That goes in that roundy. Mustard, mayonnaise, all of that. Okay. I was thinking, I can't be at a standstill. I mean, like, I have gazillion amounts of food over here. And that to be said, we are extremely blessed, massively blessed to be able to keep all of this. And we know that. And we love to cook and do different things. I love having people over for dinner. And we were just, like I said, we're so blessed. And I don't really have to do much grocery shopping at all because I'm stocked up. And I do that, though, on purpose. I'm sorry, I had to take a drink and I just realized my mic was on, so I apologize. We live out in the country. And I used to think it was the country, okay? It's called, well, I live in, you can see it on the thing, it's a little town called New Waverly, Texas, is where we live. And I'd always lived in, oh, hi, sorry. I had always lived in a city and never lived out to where, you had to drive very far to get to anything. And it actually takes me right now, I'm moving this around so you can see where I am going. We are going right there. It takes me, when I get in the car, when I leave my house, it's probably 15 minutes before I can get to, I drive on the highway to get to a grocery store. It gets to our local H-E-B, which you hear me talk about all the time. And I'm used to this taking like 5 minutes. But anyway, it's not that long. I know when I say it out loud, I feel stupid. But there are not any stores out here. It used to be country. Now a lot of things are growing up. But it takes me a good while still to get places, so I like to go ahead and stock up. Okay, I'm behind the camera right now because I have a lot of this. I have 2 Cholulas, and I got a couple of Pica Peppa. They're called Pica Peppa sauce. Jay, I know he likes this Cholula. I think he likes this other. He must have bought that because I'm not sure where that came from. Okay, so I was just putting that over there. And I did take out this little thing because I just didn't need it. This little thing right here. I might end up using that for something else. So, okay, there we go. So now we're back over here because this is where all of this kind of stuff goes. Okie doke. We got mayonnaise and, what is that? Mayonnaise and mustard and ketchup and all those good things, y'all. Okay. So now I'm moving on the ground here. So yeah. Okay. I don't need my stool over here. So up here in this roundabout thing, that is where normally I have kept mustard. You can turn it, I can turn it sideways, or mustard and mayonnaise. A lot of times I use the mayonnaise that, you squeeze, but I think I'll put it like that. The mayonnaise you squeeze, but and Jay likes that a lot because he can do it on sandwiches. But for me, when I'm cooking a lot, I use it, and so I have to keep one in the fridge for him. But when I'm cooking a lot, I'm using a Miracle Whip. I can't get it all out of that squeezy thing. I mean, there's a ton left in there. Even though I get a knife and I get up there and I scrub in it, I still can't. So I thought I'm going to get that. All right, so there we go. That's ketchup. And then we've got honey. And, oh, here's a little more mayonnaise. So there's some more mayonnaise. Now this right here, I'm going to put it back in the same place. This is the most incredible thing. I love it. This is lime juice. And if you use a lot of lime juice, there's a brand. It's called Nellie and Joe's. Nellie and Joe's Key West lime juice. And it is fantastic. They also have a lemon juice. And it's good too. I just didn't know about it not till awfully long ago. But this stuff, wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. And that's where I had it last time, so we're going to put it right back there. Okay, now let me get my tray, and we're going after more. Let's see, everyone. I'll go ahead over here, far, far over here. I have got some, I need to put these in the refrigerator, so I'm not going to put them in the pantry. It's some Premier protein drinks. And my refrigerator is good. I did a video on cleaning how to organize your fridge. It's out there on the channel. But there's some changes I've been wanting to do on my fridge. So I'll probably do that here in a couple of weeks. It's kind of like I'm doing my spring cleaning, y'all, but it's not spring. It's weird. Okay, over here I've got a ton of things with beans. I've got the cookies. I've got all these nuts. I think what I'm going to do now is to bring in, because in that corner, I'm going to bring in all of my peppers. We're going to get to the baking things, but I just kind of had a change of heart. We're going to do all of these. Well, I don't know. I don't think I'm ready to do those. I think I am going to do the baking. All right. So we're going to dive into it. We're doing the baking. Okay, got all the chips. We got baking stuff. Okay, baking. Those are baking. This goes with baking, and that goes with baking. We've got all the yeast and stuff for the bread machine. All of this goes with baking. Let's just get all the, it's going to take more than one trip. Okay, let's take all of this in. So guess what I'm bringing in there? All kinds of yummy stuff. All kinds of stuff, y'all, that is not on our diet right now. So I'm going to move these baskets while I work because I like the baking to be right here in the middle. So I'm going to line this stuff up right now. We got the chips, and then I've got the baking chocolate. This is some chocolate wafers. I got all kinds of other wafers up high, these colored wafers. Okay, we got the pudding, bouillon cubes. I know it's not really baking, but it goes with it. Digestive cookies. You're probably thinking, what are digestive cookies? They're wonderful, and when you make a key lime pie, oh, they're incredible. There's more chips, and then I've got yeast here for the bread machine, And so let me go see what else. I've got some brownie mix. Oh my. Can't have a pantry, y'all, without a brownie mix, right? I know. Okay, so here we go. I've got brownie mix. And I got angel food cake mix. And I got a classic cheesecake mix. I've got baking crumbs. And then I went on a splurge and I have got Dolly Parton. I've got Dolly Parton biscuits and cornbread and a cake. And I've got some coconut. And then I've got Dolly Parton icing. I got marshmallows. And I've got some chocolate. What is this? Hershey's Cocoa. Okay, so let's get all this in there. I think this is pretty much all of the bacon. Okay. It's a lot. Okay, here we go. Because I do like to bake when we're not. Okay, here we go now. So let me scoot this back because you'll see where I'm going. This is where the bacon goes. It's right there in the middle. I'm going to try to get it all on that shelf. The other thing I have thought about is a lot of that goes there. The chips, let me show you. The chips and things I usually put up high in that middle section because it's chocolate chips and stuff. I don't want to take the chance of the dogs getting them. But I wish there was some way to put all of, I'm trying to think, I wish that there was some way to put all the bacon in one, but that's okay. I'm going to keep doing down here what I've got, and up here is still really good for my chips. But let me look see if I have any other baskets now. I don't know what I'm going to do with that basket. So I might do some changes. I'm going to have all the extra almonds and things probably still up there. Okay, so let me a moment. And I'm thinking, because down at the bottom down there goes all of the seafood stuff that I don't use very often. So maybe I should bring that in first. Let me see. Okay, so as I'm thinking about it, let me go and grab, because I'm just trying to wiggle this all around. Where is my seafood stuff? I'm looking. Here it is. Seafood. And the Cajun boil. Okay, I've got my Cajun boil. I've got my seafood. All right. I know it's kind of like you can't just do one section at a time, can you? Because everything kind of affects the other section. Got that and that. Now, oops. Guess what? I'm so glad actually that I just saw that, because there's the bottom of this and it just fell on the floor. It started coming out. I don't know where, but evidently there is. So let me try to find it real quick. Oops. There it is. I can tell just because of how I had it sitting. But yeah. Let me see. Okay. We've carried this around a lot, so I think that it somehow just set on something. Yep, okay, I see the hole. So now I'm wondering, let me see if I have a container. It'd be great if I had a container for this, because I could fill it up. Let's try that. Let me turn this around. We could fill this up, and I think it would take up a lot less room. Okay, so take this, turn it around. There we are. You can see what I'm doing. You can see how messy that side of the pantry is. Sorry about that. But I want you to see what I'm doing. Okay, so I've got this container that I did have breakfast bars in, but I don't anymore. So I'm wondering if I take this and pour it in there. So I think I'm going to sit it here. Let's just pour this in here. Look at this. I need to put a scoop in here. Okay, so I'll just plop that in the sink for right now. Okay. And I think that, let me look over here. The other thing I have to do another day, definitely not doing it today, is I need to clean out my great big drawers that I have here in the pantry. Okay, here's a scoop. Oh, this will be so much nicer. Okay, Jay will like that a lot when he's coming in here and grabbing this. Yay, perfect, yay, I like it. And it looks nice and pretty. Okay, so this will end up going at the bottom down here, I think. Okay. All right, so I think we are back to down here. There we are. Okay, so let's see what we're up to. Turn my handle there. There we go. We got all that baking stuff in there. Yep. Okay, so I think what I had, I don't remember what was in there. I had my brownies. Where'd the brownies go? Brownies? Oh, here they are. So we got brownies, and then we've got a couple of cake mixes, and then I've got Dolly biscuits. I think I should take the cakes and put that next. Cakes. And then there's a cheesecake. And look, here's the Dolly Parton cake, and it can go right there. Okay, so there's our cakes. I think I'm going to put those right over here. There we go. Now, when I was talking about all the bacon stuff, see, I still think, that could go up there. Let me think. Because usually up here, what I keep in there usually, let me grab what I put in there. That is where I just normally put like my croutons. So the croutons go in there, so I think why make any changes? Try to keep at least something somewhat the same. Let's try this out. We got cornbread. Oh, I forgot about all those little cornbreads. Okay. Okay, so these are little cornbreads. I got a bunch of those. Cornbread mixes. But these croutons, because to put in here, it really needs to be something, anything, here, let me raise it up a little. Rush around. Now I'm back up there. I know, we go in circles, but it is what it is. And this one here, you can't see down in there, but I love this. It says, my heart says wine and my stomach says chocolate, but my jeans say, for the love of God, woman, eat a salad. And so I always I crack up myself when I come in here and I see that. I like it. So these are croutons, and you can still see them sticking out, so that's why I leave them there. And here's tortilla strips. Y'all, look at these things. Crispy jalapenos. Does this not just look wonderful? Crispy, I got these not too long ago. Crispy jalapenos. So I was going to put these as toppings on like a little salad or something. And then here's some crispy dills. I thought the same thing. I thought these would be good on a salad. the carbs on these are 3, carbs on these are 4, so they do add some carbs, but you know, if you're being good with the rest of everything you're eating, the way I look at it is, well, why not? Okay. Okay, so let's see. There, that's good. That's good enough. All right, so we got those in there. I know what's in there. Typically, like I said, up here is where I will keep my chips. And I think I'm going to do that again. I don't really see a better container for them. So I think I'll do that. I kind of put these baskets like this in this because they were kind of, this is supposed to be for salad dressings. I don't have any salad dressing. And this is for extra oils. And then this has a little, birthday thing when people have their birthday. And I was putting other little cake thingies in there. That probably should go right up there with my cake stuff. So I need to go up there. Because way up there I have my cake decorating stuff. Okay. Down here somewhere, I might use this clear one. I think I can get more. These are my Jiffies. So let me get my other Jiffies. Oh, I'm sorry. I was thinking, and I wasn't talking. I was thinking in my head. This is stuff that is fish stuff, so I'm just going to plop it on the floor. These are Jiffies, 26, 26. Okay, and I think they'll all fit. They will. So I kind of like that. Now, the other container that goes, I hope I have another big container like that. I thought I did, y'all. I'm going to use the one from the bottom. I don't remember what else was in here. We'll just have to do something different. These are all the cake mixes. This, oh, I didn't wipe it out. I thought I wiped it out. Oh my gosh. Hang on. Last night I washed and with soap and water all of these, I thought, and I probably missed one. It was kind of late. We were up doing this late. I say we, it was me and the dogs. And we were filming, taking it apart, checking expiration dates. And I don't know about you, but I learned something new, and I'm going to make a video on it when I get a chance. I learned that an expiration date is not an expiration date. What I mean by that is there's expiration dates, how's it go? There's expiration dates, there's best by dates, and there is sell-by dates, and they all mean something different. And so I was educating myself on that. Okay, here we go. And in here, this is where I put some of my odds and ends for baking. So did I bring them in? Yes. This right here, the digestive cookies, they go in here. The marshmallows go in there. Let's see. There are some other things that go in there. We'll have to hang on a second, see if I can remember. But the chips go up here. So usually, unless I'm just looking to see if I have another clear one that I haven't used. If I do have another clear one that will fit up there, that's what I want to do. Okay. Yep, I do. That fits. Okay. Oh, there's a Christmas cane from the holidays still in there. That is where the chips have gone normally. So let's do this. Chips, because I like to keep a lot of chocolate chips. I don't have near as many now as I usually do. These are Toll House chips. I will tell you what, I love Toll House. I've been using Ghirardelli a lot lately when I'm doing stuff where I need it to melt. For cookies, you cannot beat the Toll House cookies. and the chips. But if you're doing other things where you need that chocolate to melt and you're doing something with it, I've been using Ghirardelli. And so put this up there. We got chocolate, we got white chocolate. And then so it's perfect. Then over here what we have is this is baking chocolate. So I've got some sugar-free, actually. You just got to use that carefully. It can make your stomach kind of hurt. Semi-sweet chocolate, and I hear something. Hang on a second. I'm just peeking. I hear something outside. I don't know who it is. We live. We're out in the country. We live on a big grass runway, and so everyone out here has planes. And I heard somebody, but it sounds like a helicopter. I don't think it's a plane. I'm looking out. So it is a helicopter, so it's not anybody from out here. It's two helicopters. I think they're headed over to the Conroe Airport, but man, they are flying low. They're flying low. Okay, here we go. Look at this. Semi-sweet chocolate, baker's chocolate. This is Ghirardelli's here. And so I'm going to put that in here. Baker's chocolate. Okay. And then the other thing is, we've got this, the Ghirardelli chocolate wafers. We'll put that in there. And so we've got cornbread. Oh, and look, I love this. Look at this. Let me see if this will go down or not. Let's go down. There we go. Down here where I have got my Jiffy, look, I got my Jiffy things. These, I have extra, I keep these. I normally, y'all, when I do my cornbread, I make it from scratch. But sometimes I have a recipe that calls for something with cornbread, and you just like dressing for the holidays or just whatever, and you just mix this up. And it's easy. So these fit perfect. I just think, I know we're doing stuff different than last time, but I've used this pantry now enough that I kind of know the changes that I want. So we've got pudding, we've got that. Pudding is good. That might end up going up in here in the baking. And then we've got yeast for the bread machine. I'm actually, you know what I'm going to do with this? I'm going to walk around behind you. I'm going to take this yeast for the bread machine, and I'm going to go put it in the bread machine. I think that's the smartest thing I've thought of all day. Because I keep thinking, where am I going to keep the yeast? Where am I going to keep the yeast for this bread machine? This is a new one that we bought. And we'll just keep it inside the bread machine. Okay. All right, so we've got that, we've got that. Oh, I'm not done. Okay, with this part. So I've got my coconut, that goes with the baking. So these are just kind of extra baking things. And I have this cute little thing. Let me find it. Where'd it go? I don't know where I put it. Oh, well, when I find it, I'll show it to you. It kind of goes in the front of there. Okay, so then we've got, okay, so maybe I like this being here. Okay, let me see if you're seeing what I'm seeing. Are you? Yes, you are. I like that being there. But I'm going to probably have to put, can I put 2 skinnies here? I can. Y'all, these things are awesome. I do wish you could see through them, but these were like 99 cents or something at the dollar store. I don't know. But my mom found these for me. Let me scoot this over. She found these for me when I moved in, and we went and got a whole bunch of them, and they're just fantastic. So let's scoot this over a little bit, because I like to be able to get everything out. I'm not ever going to pick this up, okay? I just reach in here. But still, for these little ones, sometimes I do. So I want them to be able to come out easily. All right. Because I think in here what's going to happen is this is going to be, I wish the Jell-Os might fit okay in here. But we'll probably, there we go. What this is vanilla pudding, but I have some that are white chocolate, and that's really good in cakes. And these are just for when you're cooking. Okay, I've got some of these. This is bouillon cubes. And so I think let's just stick those in there too. That's kind of where that goes. But you know what I just did is I messed up my cornbread and my biscuits here. So I know, so we'll see what we're going to do. And then breadcrumbs, these breadcrumbs go in the back, and then there's frosting. So let me think. All right, so let's leave this and this here. Let's leave that. We've got this. And we've got this. So let's go get a few more items and bring them in, and we'll see. I think we just need to get some more things in here, and then we can kind of see what we're doing. I was looking to see on here, and we'll see. I think we just need to get some more things in here. So again, I just was glancing on here, and it looks like we have one person watching, but you know what? I think that one person is me. I turned it back off, but yeah, I don't know how that registers. Okay. So we've got red hots in here. Yeah, so I'm hoping, actually was not expecting anyone at all to like join in, because y'all don't know that I was doing this, or anyone would know that I'm doing it. So it's kind of really for practice. Okay, so here we've got all of my sauces. I got some beef broth, chicken broth. I got the fried onions. Okay. So anything else that might go in that little area, right now I'm in here in the kitchen looking for that. And I don't see anything, but I do see something that we can do for this. Okay. Here we go. We are doing so good. All right. Okay, so now, and just real quickly, I brought this in. These are little, it's Crystal Light, and you put it in your drinks. And I want to leave this where Jay can get to it, because he will use this some. So I think I'm just going to leave it here on top of the Crystal Light down there. Or I might put it up higher. I'm trying to think. Yeah, let's do that. Let's pull it up here higher. And I'm going to put it over here. I'll show you in a minute where I put that. I've got some breakfast oatmeal. I'm just going to put these where these things are going to be going. Okay, so now, and I don't know, we might move this around, but for one of these things right here, I have got all of these sauces. And there was one over here I got to get. I've got taco seasoning, and then gravy. This is great for in your roast. This is great for in the roast. Mushroom, okay. So we got all of these sauces that are just wonderful. And then I've got here also in this little container, the ranch. So I might put that down there at the very bottom. But for right now, let's put it there. Okay. We got the fish stuff. This is chicken broth granules and beef broth granules. So I'm going to put them down here where I have my other broth, actually. I didn't do that before, but that's what we're going to do. Okay? And we got our fried onions. Okay, so we've got this, this, and this. Let me see if there's anything else that might go like this. Because, you know, we're just getting so organized in here that I'm going to have extra room. And that's actually, y'all, that's kind of exciting. Okay, so let's go in here. And I'm going to get, I do need to do those. I want to put those cookies somewhere. Okay, so let me take the cookies in. We got cookies. We got cookies. There we go. Cookies, cookies. and crackers, those types of things. Oh, here's another sauce. We got sauces. Okay. All right, we're getting, okay, here we go. Now we're kind of at the point where I just need to bring this stuff in there. All right. Okay, so the beans will go down, not those beans, but the other beans. Fish stuff goes straight down here. I don't want to change up too much of what Jay's used to on that. It's easier to find it. And the rest of my family, they kind of know where everything goes. But I think that crackers and things still are going to go over to the left. But I got these wonderful cookies. So I'm trying to figure out, I'm looking for a container is what I'm doing. And I don't think I have another one that will work. But we'll try this one. We'll try this little guy. I don't think it will hold everything I want. Let's see. That big thing, now that's going to be some fish and stuff, I think. Okay. 1, 2. No. Okay, so I wonder if I was to take this one. Oh, this one needs to be wiped out too. I think I just missed that shelf. I think I just missed that shelf yesterday when I was doing that. Okay, let's wipe this down. I'm just wiping this out really good. And then we'll dry it off. I'm trying to think. All those things are looking nice. But I'm thinking that I might put, because I'm looking at all this stuff I have left, and there's nothing else I think that really needs to go in one of these great big containers like this. I don't think I have any more of them. I want to double check. I got the beans are in their own containers in here. Yeah, I don't have another big one. So I think we're safe to use this if I want to for those cookies. I don't think I'm going to need it for anything else. It's going to be really funny when I get through if I have so much other room here. Okay. All right. So now, yeah, I don't think I need that. I think I'm going to take these cookies and put them all in here. And like I said, as soon as we're not dieting, we need to eat these little guys and eat them like very carefully, not all at one time, or we'll just ruin what all we had done on our diet. Okay, yay, perfect. Look at that. Doesn't that look good? Yay. So now where do I put them? I think I put them up here. I'll show you in a second. I think I'm going to put them up high. Not real high. I mean, obviously I can still get them. Okay, but looky here. I'll show you where I put them. I put them right up there. Right up there is where the cookies are. There they are, way up there. Ah, okay, so let's put that back. Okay, they're up there, so I can still see them and I can get them. All right, so back down to here. We're struggling a little bit. Okay, I think over here in this corner is definitely going to be crackers and stuff again. Sauces, those extra baking things. I think I'm going to put down here is, oh, where'd that, I had one. Where'd it go? Oh, here it is, a clear container. Down here, let me move this. Taking a breath. We are doing so good. It's like having a whole brand new pantry. I'm going to put behind here because this is the one that Jay really likes. He doesn't like this one as well. And I had never cooked much with it. So this is completely his decision on what we use for crab boils and all that kind of stuff. But I think I'll put that back there. This is for fish fries. And let's see. I'm going to put this one in the front because that one's the oldest. We're going to put these all back here. And we'll scoot it over a little bit because they're in the middle. I think down in here, we can put our other crab boil stuff. There we go. And anything else like that. So there's crab boil stuff. There's that. There's the fish fry. I'm leaving up high up there the thing we used to inject into the turkey for Thanksgiving. We did used to keep it down here. But I think I'll leave it up there. Unless I bring it down here. I just have to make sure. I think I will. I just think I have to make sure that he knows where that is. So where is, hang on. Okay, we're doing great. We're doing good, people. We're doing good. I'm going to grab a few more things, bring in. So we just had a waning moment, just a little weak moment, like, oh no, what are we doing? But we have figured it out. Okay. All right. Okay. Okie dokie. So let's get the olives and the peppers and all of that in there. I think we're going to try to get this all right back into the same place that it was before. So then that way it's not a whole lot of decision making on our part. Hang on. I know we're rocking back and forth. Okay. So let me show you where we're going to be now. Over here. There. Nope, up here. That's where we are. We're going to be actually way up there, I think. Yeah, I think it's going to go way up there. That's where these are going to go. It'd be really nice if I didn't have to put them up there. Hang on, let's back up. Because now I have this extra room and I could put something pretty up there. So let's see if I could put crackers on the bottom. That would just be the coolest ever. If I could put these somewhere else. Let's see. Okay. Keep your fingers crossed. Let's take these cookies and let's put these cookies right here. Let's try this. Yep. Let's put the cookies there. And then I'm just trying to figure out if I want stuff like my peppers and those types of things that were up there. Because I could bring some of those other bowls over there and make it pretty. If I want them to go on this row or down here. I think I'm going to have those down there. Let's just blow them in and see. Hang on. Okay, so we've got these guys. We got these kind of all go together. The stuffed olives, and then we've got some sauces. Okay, let's go get some more. This is kind of giving me just some new life. This is the coolest ever that we might get to make. Oh, but then the beans. Darn it. Hang on. I don't think it's going to mess it up. I think I'll put the beans over on the other side. So I already got a lot of containers. The reason I said that about the beans is because I do have quite a few other. The beans are already in containers and they fit in one of those bottom corners, or close to a bottom corner really well. Okay. But I think the beans can go over in this corner. That's what I'm going to do. Okay, here's sauces. The sauces usually go, well, they weren't in a container, but I want them to be in a container. I want these, usually my peppers will go like in here. We've got olives. Oh, the peppers and the olives can go together. So let's do that. I'm not sure. Let me see where the camera's going. I know I keep telling you we're going one place and we're going somewhere else. Here we go. Here we go. Okay. Let's bring the light over. Okay. There we are. There we go. There we go. So, it really needs to be down there is things I'm just not going to get often. So I think I am going to put the beans back down there. If I do that, that means, hang on, we've got this and this. We're just going to bring some more things in. We've got the crackers that got to go somewhere. We've got tartar sauces. We've got this whole thing up here. There's no reason I can't put them up here and then do salad dressing somewhere else. Let me see what fits in here. I just kind of like that basket sitting there. I thought that was pretty. Okay, but let me see if I can get 3 peppers. If I can get 3 peppers long, perfect, then we're doing this. Peppers and olives are going to go in here. Perfect. And then, if I needed to, I've got something here. I can do that. Yay, yay, yay. Okay, so we're getting there. All of this is still going to be in here. Then the beans are going to go under there. Let me go grab some more. We've got more containers we can even use. Okay, so here we are. I have got crackers, and somehow I think I want to get all of these crackers and things organized. Oop, this messed up on this shelf. Get the crackers all organized on this shelf. There we go. Okay, so that's where the crackers are going to go. They will go down here on that shelf. We got to get it figured out. Then all the beans go down there. So maybe let's move this over. I think that's what I'll do is I'll say, okay, I know for sure that the beans are going to go over here. So since I know that, let's go ahead and do it. Because I keep talking about it. I keep going, oh, the beans, oh, the beans, oh, the beans. Well, let's get the beans in there, and then I don't have to talk about them anymore. All right. Here we go. That's actually rice. Here we go. And this is not like, they have those other, the rice and the great big thing of beans, we're going to go put in the pantry and over by Jay's room. But these beans are going down there. Because I just do not use them very often. Okay. So we're going to put these, and these are black-eyed peas here. So we'll crawl down there in a second. And let's see, what else do I have? These are red beans. And along with the red beans, these are some, I think it's got like 15 bean soup or something. So we're going to bring these in. And then, let's see, I've got rice that'll go down there with that. Okay, because I just don't need that rice up higher because I have rice in that, the thing up on the counter where I can just turn the little nozzle. Okay, so let's crawl down here. Let me see if you can see where I'm going. Yep, you can. Okay, so I'll make it kind of bigger. There we are. Let's crawl down here. And we are going to put our beans. Now, I'm going to crawl down here. Right now, I have pumpkin down here. But, let's see, I want it to be pretty. So, when we come in, I think it'd just be pretty to be able to see the clear bin. This thing is heavy, heavy. It's got a lot of red beans and pinto beans. There we go. And there's even room behind it for more. Okay, I think next to it, I'm going to put the black-eyed peas. There's actually lima beans and black-eyed peas. And then next to that, I have got, over here, I've got red beans, but in front of it, I've got a Tony's red bean mix. So I think we'll put that kind of like right there, kind of angle it a little bit. And then I've got rice, if we need some rice right there. So yeah, I think that all looks good. We got plenty of room back there to put extra things if we need to. Okay, so let me hop up. And I think the other thing that can go there, I think I'm going to take this right here, and I think I'm going to put the pumpkin in it. And kind of stick it here on the side. So then that way, I'll let Jay know where that is, so in case he needs it, because it's in a new place now. Okay, so got the pumpkin down there. Normally I put down there the vinegar. So I think I still could. I think I can still put the vinegar right there in the middle. So let's do that. Yay. I use the vinegar a little bit in cooking, of course, but when I clean my egg machine, y'all, I don't know if you have an egg machine or not, but if you don't, you need one. Go check out my video on the egg machine. And I have a video on how to clean your egg machine. And that's what I use this for. It is fantastic. Okay. Yay! That looks really nice. Okay. Well, whew, getting hot. Okay, so now we've got the beans down there. So look at that. That looks so good. Yay. So let's back this up now. And let's see what we have left. I'm going to start bringing stuff in because we still have quite a bit of stuff out there. So we're going to try to figure out where in the heck are we going to put it. Okay. But I've got a lot of containers. Can't believe how many containers I have left. But we're going to be using some over here, I think, with the crackers and some stuff. Okay. So we're not done at all. But I can move this in the corner. Okay, so let's go get more and bring it in and try to get this pantry whipped out the next few minutes. Okay. I've got some of these little weird things. I call them some quinoa and all that kind of stuff. Let me pull that in. Okay. Those are nuts. Oh, those need to go over there with the nuts. Okay. And let's go over there with the pecans. And, okay, yep. Well, I don't know how we did it, but I think we just got better organized than before. I got these quinoa things. I'm going to sit them right here, figure out what to do with them. And we've got some fried onions that we're not sure what to do with. Okay, and here's some pecans. I'm actually going to take these pecans, and you can't see me, but I'm putting them over here behind these other ones. Okay, so we're good. So let me see where the camera's pointing. Okay, oh, all right. So what we're trying to figure out, I'm gonna come back up here a minute. Okay, so you can kind of see what I'm doing and what I'm thinking. I'm bringing in, I'm at the point now, let me move this. I'm at the point now. Let me turn this light off and see, because I have my windows open over here and there. I think I'm gonna, well, I guess it does help with that light's on. I didn't think that it would. Okay, so now, and I'll try to make it smaller so you get a, well, it is as small as I can make it. Okay. Here we go. Oh, Jean, I came around here and I looked, I was trying to move the camera back and I saw that Jean is a person who's watching. Oh my, thank you, Jean, for watching. Yay, thank you. You're watching me go crazy doing my kitchen, and I'm learning how to do a live stream, so it's really good practice. Okay, so now I'm headed back to the kitchen. So if I knew how to do the chat feature, Jean, I would chat you. But since I don't, I'm going to say hello while I go into the kitchen and get more things. So thank you, thank you. I hope you're doing good. I miss you guys. So I need to call and we need to schedule dinner. We need to schedule dinner. Okay, so let me see everyone, what I'm working on is I'm just bringing stuff in here and putting it in different places in here so that I can get it all in. And I've got all these really fun containers that I'm not actually using. I'm really surprised. Let me scoot over here. So once we get stuff in, I may be going back and putting some stuff into containers. But I'm gonna pull these all over here and I'm gonna show you something. Let me see where the camera's pointing that I really, really like. So let's move these things over here. I like to put, look, this is an awesome container that I used last time. We're going to end up using it for something. But I like this basket, and it's just pretty, and I like to sit it out. And what I put in here normally is over here is all of the snack bar, you know, with all the nuts, right? So these are all of the items that I use to fill up over there. So when they run low, I can fill them up. Like right now, the pistachios, I can put one over there. And these are all the extras for that. So I don't have to go hunting for them. And then, like over here, the macadamias, I can put one in there. So these are just extras for all that. That's what that is. And then, usually, I will have another basket over there. And it's this big one, usually. That if there's anything open, like if I end up opening something and I have a clip on it, I would use it like for chips and everything. But right now we're just not doing a lot of chips. So I may use this for something else. So for right now, I'm gonna sit this aside. Okay. All right, so we've got that. I'm thinking, I'm doing a think. Okay, so let's go see what else we need. Let me get my, oh, we got pumpkins. Let's see, the pumpkin seeds. Look, where are the pumpkin seeds? Well, let's just go ahead and fill these up if we can. So I work from home and in my office all day, and I like to get little snacks sometimes. So when we're trying to diet, it's hard. I used to have my big old thing of M&Ms out, but obviously that wasn't smart. So I looked up that nuts were good. So we've got some pumpkin seeds, and then here's some macadamia nuts. And I'll show you something here in a second that I just think It was my idea I had, and I think it really has worked good. Here, let me get these on. Is that I have these little, because I had some extra muffin tins left over last year from Valentine's. And I thought, well, what am I going to do with these muffin tins? And so I set them here, and we started would go over here to the nut bar and get just a few nuts from each one and put them in one of these things, and off we could go. And I do that a lot for work. I'll come in once a day, because you can overdo anything, right? So I come in once a day, and I fill up my little thing with nuts. And then I got these pistachio nuts here. I like pistachios. Jay likes them a whole lot more. He just loves them. So I try not to eat all the pistachios, because those really are his favorite. And I love these macadamia nuts. I think they're fantastic. But then I put the extras over here, so I can just fill them up really easy. Okay. Oh, so we can put this in there. These are extra pecans, because no, this is not the right ones. These aren't the halves. These are the ones that go over here. I'm going to put these behind here. These are the ones that, there we go, are crushed, for like when you're baking and stuff. And this is candy corn. This is the most dangerous candy in the world, because I love it. So I'm going to keep it over here. We're going to figure out where it goes. All right, so we're getting there. Let me go in and pick up what's left. I'll tell you how much is left here in just a second. We're doing really good. I mean, the cabinet is almost 2 alarm chili over here, and I almost have everything in there. So let me just start bringing it all in. Okay. So yeah, just got a couple more loads, and we'll have everything over here on the counter. I'm going to bring it from in there in the kitchen over here, so we can look at it, because now it's going to have to be, what do we have and where's the best place? Okay, this tie goes over here. I do know that. I know that this caramel goes with the baking stuff, so it's going to go over here somewhere. And then we've got some candy and some more cookies, some more chips. I think this needs to go up with the chips personally, but it may end up going with crackers. Let's see. Okay, let me take this and we'll go get some more. All right. So we've got that and that and that and that. We've got pickles, we've got syrup. So we just have a little bit of everything left over here. And then we've got some Tony stuff that we stuffed the turkey with. Makes me hungry. Okay. What it's really doing, I'll tell you when I'm doing this, what it's really doing to me is it's making me think of all these recipes that I need to do and film, because we've got several good ones. Okay, that I've been thinking about. These go with kind of the chips and the nuts. These are wasabi. I don't eat them a lot when we're dieting, because the carbs are high. 18. It's a lot. But they're just for 1 or 2 of them. Let's see. The serving size is, it says 3 servings in here. I don't know. But they're fun. They're fun to eat. But if you get any of these, they're super, super, super hot. And, but they're good. All right. These have to be put somewhere far, far, far away. So I am going to put them up high. These are chocolate covered almonds, and I will eat them all, literally all of them. So, I don't want to get rid of them, but I can't eat them right now. So I'm going to stick them up here, and then I'll get the ladder here in a second, and we're gonna hide them. We're gonna hide those little guys. So let's come back in here, and all I have in here are some tortillas and some Bisquick. Let's look around. Oh, there's some stuff on that cabinet, darn it. Okay, but it's not much. It's not much. Okay. So what's left over here, I got these shoestrings, okay? These little guys are great for when you're cooking, making up fun stuff. These are biscotti. My mother absolutely loves this stuff. So I got to figure out where I'm going to put that. And then these pumpkin spice cookies are to die for. As long as they're not open, as long as these guys aren't open, I am fine. So I'm going to end up putting them down here, I think. But as soon as they are opened, I'm done for because they are incredible. And I get them at H-E-B, but I don't think that H-E-B has them all the time. I haven't seen them other times of the year except in fall. And I haven't looked since then. Okay. Then the only thing, I'm bringing one batch in here, and then the only thing left in there is going to be, we gotta figure out where we're gonna put all this stuff though, is, the only thing left is gonna be the, what was it? Hang on, I just saw it. Where'd it go? Well, is there nothing else left in here? I guess not. I think I emptied it. Oh no, darn it. Ah, it's around the corner. Pork rinds. And so these pork rinds also, I don't just sit around and eat these guys because I don't really care for them. But when you're doing a low carb diet, they are fantastic to just take a few of them and put in instead of like breadcrumbs. So that's what I want to do. And I got some cookies over here. So those are going to go on the bottom somewhere because I don't use them hardly ever. Okay. So I might do this. I might take, let's see. I might take these like this and put the pork rinds in here. It fits good. I thought there was a skinny pork rind bag. There is. Here's one. And it kind of can fit on the side. There we go. This is pork rinds, and it's these picnics, little dillies. These are just fine. They can go right down here on the bottom. Okay. There we go. I may put it like here. There we go. I think I like it on this side because that's pretty that way. Okay. So we're not going to get into those very often. So this is, I'll show you. This is what we've got left over here. We've got to figure out what to do with all that stuff. And then all these things that are just kind of sitting all around, I don't know what to do with. So let's start thinking. Let me back this up. We've got plenty of containers. So containers is not a problem. We just have to figure out. Oh, it looks like Anna. Hey, Anna. I don't know if you're still there or not. It may have been when I first started, but I just came around here to move the camera and I saw Anna's name pop up. And yay! Thank you for watching me learn how to figure out how to do this. Okay, I'm thinking. I don't think I need the ladder right now. But wait a minute, over here, this is these thingies. So look at my containers. Let me look at my containers. Okay. So I've got some containers. I'm going to sit down here on the ground. And then for up there in the corner, I know I need to use those things. Let's see. All right. Okay, so I'm thinking, you can tell I'm thinking really deep. All right, I'm going to take this little guy and I'm going to put him here. And up here, normally I got this this chunky salsa. But y'all, if you haven't used this, this is called guacamole salsa. This is good. It's green. It's like a green sauce, but if you don't want to take the time to make guacamole, this is good. It is very spicy. Of course, it's not crunchy, but it hits the spot if you don't want to have to make any guacamole. So I'm going to put those up here because I usually have some other things like that. Then I've got this tartar sauce, but you know what? I want this tartar sauce to go down here with my fish stuff. So I need to figure out what I'm going to do with that. I think I might put that in one of these. I'm looking to see if I have anything else that needs to go with the fish stuff. Because right now I've got tartar sauce, and I could use another one of these things right here. Or there was something else, fish. Oh, here it is. It's this stuff I was going to pull down here. And this is the Tony's things that, yeah, I still want to pull. No, I'll leave those up there. I'm trying to think. This is the Tony's that you put like in your turkey, and it comes with injectors. And I've got a whole pile of injectors up there. But I want this to be down here. So I'm thinking, I wish I had another, well, I do. I can put those in here. Okay. So we've got a whole lot, but you know what? Hey, let me get, okay, I'm going to climb up there. I just have this brilliant idea. All right. Okay. I'm not sure. I think you're just looking over here, but I'm climbing up. Okay. So here we go. I'm climbing up and I'm getting down these things because, let me look over here. These things right here, every time that we get a Tony's thing, we get an extra, this comes with it, you know, the syringe and the needle, and we've got a gazillion of them, but I think I'm going to put them all in here like this. Let me sit this right here. I think that won't fall. I'm going to put them all in there. Yes, look at that. A gazillion of them. Perfect. Perfect, perfect. Put a bunch of them in there, and then we have leftovers. We have leftovers that I can put behind it. Okay, so let me turn my camera. We're going to go down there. Let me scoot it up. If you can look way down there, you can see. I have to move my ladder around. Okay. Here's the Tony's, and then I've got all of these things left, and it's on the bottom. I've got to remember I need to tell Jay where this is because he will come looking, and he's going to be so confused. And then this little basket, let me see. I think I can fix it behind here. Yep, it fits. So great. We got extras. Perfect. Okay, so now there's nothing else that needs to go down there. That's all done. That's done on the bottom. We have all this other over here to figure out what we're going to do. And I'm thinking that as far as my Dolly, I know what I have for Dolly. Oops. And I need to do these as soon as we're off our diet because I've been dying to see what the cornbread and what the biscuits taste like. So I'm going to put them right back there because I know where those are. Then I have this thing. Hang on. Okay. So we've got my chocolate. It goes in here with the baking. Okay, there we go. That goes in with my baking. And then on top of that, I've got my frosting. Great. Now this, I don't know where to put this. I think I'm going to put it up here with the Ghirardelli stuff because I'd gotten this. This is a sea salt. Let me raise the camera up because we're not going to be on the bottom right there. This is called Ghirardelli Premium Sauce Sea Salt caramel. And so you put it like on the top of ice cream or things like that, I think. And I bought it during the holidays. I was going to film something and I didn't. And I have it. I don't know where to put it, but if I was to hunt for it, I would hunt for it with my Ghirardelli stuff. So we're going to put it with the Ghirardelli. Breadcrumbs, going to go right back here. That's where I always keep those with my baking. And then I have this little thing. I wish they would all fit on here. I'm not sure. They might. This is for quinoa. And I don't use this a lot, but I will use it. So I'm going to put this, I think I'm going to put this over here. Well, no, I don't have that much room over there. I was going to put it down there with the beans and all that stuff. I think I'd still like to, but over there then I have the pumpkin. So I may just have to move the pumpkin. Yeah. We'll move the pumpkin. We're going to move pumpkin over here somewhere. And I'm going to put this down here because I just don't use it a whole lot. Okay. Okay, so there's the quinoa and there's all of that. Oh, wait a minute. Whew. Usually down there, it's where the marshmallow cream goes. Because I definitely don't use that very often. So I think, hang on, I'm in a pickle. I'm in a pickle of what to do with, I'm going to leave that down there, leave the quinoa down there. But we need to move that vinegar. The vinegar just doesn't go there. And I really, y'all, you know what? I just need, most of the vinegar I keep in Jay's pantry in there. So I really just don't need, I think I can put, I just need like one vinegar. So let me think. That can go there, that can go there. I like to get, let's see. Is there anything else that needs a big basket? Those things might. Okay, so let's just go over here for a minute. The crackers. This is crackers. So normally I've got like graham crackers. I've got like these crackers. And then I've got crackers like Ritz crackers, you know, and things that you open. Like they're still in sleeves, but I don't need the whole big box anymore. So these are saltines. I didn't realize I had 2 of them. And I don't use crackers very often, but like if you're sick or something, sometimes you need just some saltines or something. And then here's breadsticks that I'll put, I think, with these crackers. Because I think once I get them in there, hang on. Well, I don't want it to be that difficult. So I'm going to leave these, I guess, right on their own. And now we have crackers. So let me see if I need another basket back up in there or not. That wouldn't be bad. Let's see. There's crackers. And then I could put the saltines, but I might want this for, these really don't need, these guys really don't need something. Oh, looky here. Okay. This time I'm going to put my, there we go. We got our key lime, we got our lemon juice. This time we're going to put them in that little container. And then the Thai sauce we can put in here. The maraschino cherries and grape jelly. Okay, we're doing good. And those can go in here because I will have some more items like that. So let's dust this off. Okay, we're getting there, I think. Or maybe I may want to use, getting down towards the end is always the hard part. These are things I don't use a lot right here. Red Hots and Yeah, the Red Hots. This for the holidays. We got the cream of, what do you call this? The cream of marshmallow, those kind of things. It's kind of like baking stuff, but it's not. It can go down low down here, along with the pumpkin. And then I may have, let's see, I'm just going to figure out where I'm going to put some stuff, and then we'll look at baskets. This already has a container. What is this? Orzo. I think it's kind of like macaroni. Not positive, but I'm going to put it down here with the quinoa, because I think that's the kind of thing that it is. Now, what I wish I had, and I just don't, okay, I wanted to use this because I think it's just so cute, but I don't really have anything to put in it. So, for right now, I'm just going to sit it up here. And then because I'm not going to use that up there. I'll put something pretty up there. I could hide the chocolate covered almonds up there. Let's see. I've got those cookies. Got that. I've got that. So now I'm just staring and trying to, oh, here's pickles and sauce and syrup. Got it. Those items usually have just gone right up here. I don't think any of those need a container, don't need a container. These don't need a container because they're all just kind of different things. Okay, pickles can go back where they came from. Grape jelly, that. And then this is some Parmesan. Y'all, this is so good. This is Parmesan garlic sauce. This is really good for wings. If you make wings, this is really, really good. And then we've got some maple syrup right there. Okay, those crackers are going to go back in there. Those, and that stuff can go down there. These, my mama just loves these. I don't eat these all the time. So I think I'm going to save these for her. I'll put those in here. Let's see. Okay. But, oh, you know what? Where'd that basket go? I can put extra. There we go. Got extra popcorn. We got extra popcorn in here. And, yep, got extra popcorn, extra breakfast bars. Perfect. Perfect. We got our extras because popcorn goes right here now. Breakfast bars go there. So this is perfect to put this down here as extras. Now right down here is, I could put my oatmeal if I want to put oatmeal here. Got oatmeal. Got oatmeal. This is perfect. And then I use chia seed over here. And extras for that, it could go down there with those other extras. So I could do that. But usually I want something to have the extra chia seed and the extra sugar-free, what do you call it, granola together. So let me see. Let me see what I got over here. Here, perfect. Okay, I've got a thing. All right, so I can put those in here. Okay, we got 2-alarm chili. 2-alarm chili, normally, even though this is seafood and stuff, it usually sits down here. I think these are okay, the way I've got them. We've got that. We've got the vinegar. I'm going to go ahead and leave the vinegar there, I think. Those things can go either there or there. We've got that. So now, this is a mix Wish I could get it into the back of the baking. I might be able to. This right here, this is a pumpkin and spice snickerdoodle cookie. And Heather had gotten this mix, so I'm going to keep it with the baking over the holiday. And we just didn't get to it. So I think I'll leave it there.